Roundhouse will be rocking tonight. 23rd ranked Shockers and the 21st ranked Memphis Tigers tip off in a conference showdown.
And that's where we find sports director Chris Arnold. Chris.
Well, guys, it's not a black tie affair here at Charles Koch Arena tonight. Rather, it's being called a blackout. For the first time in 7 years, crowd here, student section and fans alike, will be donning all black shirts to dress in unison as the 21st ranked Memphis Tigers come to town tonight to face the 23rd ranked Wichita State Shockers in the biggest game the Shocks have had here at the Roundhouse this season. So you have two ranked teams, both vying to move up in the standings in the American Athletic Conference tonight. For the Shockers, they are 13-1 so far this season, looking great. They have not lost a home game since February 23rd of last year. That loss, well, it came to Penny Hardaway and this Memphis squad. But it's games like this, big-time matchups, that head coach Greg Marshall and company really get excited for.
It's a fun matchup. It's why you join that league, why the American Athletic Conference makes sense for us. I mean, it's big boy basketball in early January and a meaningful game, and two teams really going at it. I think it's going to be really, really entertaining.
So if the Shocks come out on the right side of this one and get the win, it'll be the first time they beat an AP Top 25 team since 2018 when they beat 5th-ranked Cincinnati. Of course, stick with us because we'll have more on this game coming up later tonight on KSN News at 10. Game tips off here in just under an hour. It will be an exciting one for sure, but for now, live inside Charles Koch Arena, Chris Arnold, KSN Sports.
KSN Sports Director Chris Arnold was there at the game. Chris, we got to know, how insane was tonight's win?
Well, Kendra, I can tell you that I was ready to join in on the mosh pit that started right next to me after Samaje Haynes-Jones hit that buzzer beater. What an exciting finish in this game, and how sweet it is for the Shocks to get a little revenge against the Huskies after losing to them last month. Big Shot Samaj, as head coach Greg Marshall dubbed him after this game, said everything basically went as planned on that last play with just 6 seconds left. He'd lead the way for the Shockers with 20 points in this one as they get their 14th win of the year and give Coach Marshall a late birthday gift with his 300th win as Shockers head coach.
It's just amazing, just the whole feeling, just the crowd being all in it, and my teammates, having trusted me to make that shot, and for them to just be here.
You'll definitely remember 300 at Wichita State and closing in on 500 overall, but that one's one, when it went on a buzzer beater against a great team and a great coach, and the way they throttled us at their place, it's pretty special.
And now the Shockers will hit the road to take on SMU on Sunday before being right back here at Charles Koch Arena on Tuesday for their last regular season home game. Well, good evening, Jeff. We're here on a beautiful, warm, and sunny day in San Antonio. And man, just take a look at that view here behind me. That is definitely breathtaking. And it's safe to say myself, sports director Elliot Polikoff, John Acebus, and photojournalist Raul Cortez behind the camera right now, we're just having a blast so far here at the Final Four. And, we're not the only ones. I actually went down to Henry B. Gonzalez Convention Center earlier this afternoon, and I ran into probably the most interactive and largest fan fest I've ever seen. Take a look. Man, that was the best part of my day, talking to Ty and Jet. And the fact they love to beat their dad in competition. I used to like beating my dad in video games. It's a lot of fun. But, I hope those fans aren't too worn out after Fan Fest today, because there's actually a lot more fan events and music festivals. Well, good morning from Vivid Home Smart Arena here in Salt Lake City. If you look behind me, it's really not hard to find a seat at this time of day, but when the 4th seed Jayhawks and the 13th seed Northeastern Huskies tip off later today, you better believe this is going to be a packed house. You have a matchup of the young and inexperienced in the Jayhawks taking on the wily vets the Huskies pose. KU boasts 4 true freshmen in their starting lineup, while the Huskies have 8 upperclassmen, led by Serbian senior Vasa Pušiša, who played his last year of high school ball at Sunrise Christian Academy in Wichita. For the Jayhawks, playing in the first round here in Salt Lake City poses a different environment than when they started out the tourney last year in the Air Capital.
We played in Wichita, it's pretty close to KU, so there's opportunity for people to ask for things and stuff like that. But you're playing out here in Utah, and there's not a whole lot of us that have a family or anything near us right now, so it's great for us just to be able to walk in and focus on the game.
You know, another thing that could help KU's focus is that they come in a little under the radar in this tournament as a 4 seed, the lowest they've been since 2006. That could play to their benefit when they hit the hardwood later today against the Huskies at 3 p.m. Reporting inside Vivint Home Smart Arena here in Salt Lake City, Chris Arnold, KSN News 3. Well, you know, in a winter wonderland, it's next to impossible to play mistake-free football, but the Chiefs, they pretty much did that, minus a Patrick Mahomes interception in the fourth quarter en route to a 23-3 win over the Broncos earlier today. So let's start with the Chiefs offense, which stormed out of the gate hot when Mahomes gave us a glimpse of a cheetah running in the snow, linking up with Tyreek Hill for a 41-yard catch and go. Big day for Travis Kelce, too. The star tight end snagged 11 catches for 142 yards and became the first tight end in NFL history to go over 1,000 yards receiving in 4 consecutive seasons. But hey, I can't say enough about this Chiefs defense, especially in the cold and snow, when getting your feet under you is probably at its most difficult. They pestered Missouri native Drew Lock all day, sacking him twice, picking him off once, and causing him to be errant on more than half of his throws. Not to mention, they held the Broncos to just 52 yards on the ground.
He was trying to run a deep over route, but he couldn't get through. And like when I look back, I saw the quarterback point, trying to redirect him. So once he pointed, I knew the ball was coming to me because it's obvious he had his eyes on my receiver. And then I just turned around and made a play on the ball.
I think with that, you kind of begin to build confidence. And so I think if anything, I think we're playing confident offensively, very aggressive. And that's what you want at this point in the season.
Again, a complete effort on both sides of the ball for the Chiefs, and something they'll hope to carry into their next game next Sunday in Chicago against the Bears. Reporting at Arrowhead, Chris Arnold, Fox Kansas Sports. If you've ever been inside Arrowhead Stadium, you know how loud it can get no matter who the Chiefs are playing. That is amplified today with the Oakland Raiders in town. And that intensity, well, let me give you a look. It starts right over here in the parking lot ahead of the game.